I've been trying to find the right way to say this. I've been packaging the pain in religious language basis for some spiritual sounding version of the truth. But I'm done with that today. Here's the real proof of where I am. I'm hurt, not barely, deeply. And I'm bringing it to you completely, not neatly. Not dressed up, not resolved before I arrive. Not pretending I've already processed and survived. Just Father, I'm hurt, and I need you to know. Father, I'm hurt, and I don't have a pretty ending for the sentence yet. Father, I'm hurt, and I'm not coming with the polished and the set apartment of my soul that looks like I'm okay. Father, I'm hurt, and I decided that the safest place to say that is right here at your feet. Father, I'm hurt, and I'm trusting you with all of what that means. I've sat in services and smiled through it all. I've given the right answers in the protocol of every conversation where someone asked me how I was doing, and I said fine, but I can't allow that version of myself to be the only one. Father, I'm hurt, and I need this to be done with honesty, because the healing starts with real. Not dressed up, not resolved before I arrive. Not pretending I've already processed and survived. Just Father, I'm hurt, and I need you to know. Father, I'm hurt, and I don't have a pretty ending for this sentence yet. Father, I'm hurt, and I'm not coming with the polish and the set apartment of my soul that looks like I'm okay. Father, I'm hurt, and I decided that the safest place to say that is right here at your feet. Father, I'm hurt, and I'm trusting you with all of what that means. This is not a lack of faith, this is the faith that says I trust you enough to bring the actual weight of what is happening inside my chest right now. Father, I'm hurting. I believe somehow that you can handle this, that you have seen this, that you don't need me to perform the clean a version of my pain before you hear. Father, I'm hurt, and I know that you are here. Father, I'm hurt. Say it, just say it. Not I'm struggling a little, not I'm having a hard season. Father, I'm hurt. He can handle the real thing. He's not waiting for you to be better before he draws near. He draws near to the brokenhearted. Father, I'm hurt, and that's the prayer, that's enough, he hears it. Father, I'm hurt, and I'm here. Father, I'm hurt, and I believe you're near, even when the nearness isn't something I can feel. Father, I'm hurt, and the hurt is real, and I'm bringing it unfiltered to the one who is acquainted with sorrow, who has won through pain, who knows what hurt feels like. Father, I'm hurt, and I trust you. Father, I'm hurt. He doesn't require require that you arrive composed. He doesn't need the wound already closed before he draws near. In fact, the evidence says the opposite, that in the dense and darkest moments of the human soul, the Father comes not when we're whole, but when we're breaking. That's his specialty. He is the God who binds the broken hearted. He is the God who meets us where we started, falling apart, and calls it holy ground. The God who meets the broken, that's who he is. The God who meets the broken. All of this devastation is an address he has visited before. The God who meets the broken at the door of every shattered heart that didn't know where to go. He was already there below the surface of the pain, waiting to be found. The God who meets the broken on the ground of the lowest you have ever been. He meets every broken one in scripture who cried out, was met not with theology or cloud of explanation, but with an honest God himself. Stepped into the story, took it off the shelf of the abstract, and became the comfort. The God who meets the broken. Come and discover that the meeting place is here, right where you are. The God who meets the broken, that's who he is. The God who meets the broken. All of this devastation is an address he has visited before. The God who meets the broken at the door of every shattered heart that didn't know where to go. He was already there below the surface of the pain, waiting to be found. The God who meets the broken on the ground of the lowest you have ever been. He met Elijah under the juniper tree. He met the woman at the well and set her free. He met Peter on the shore after the fall. He meets the broken. He has always met them all. Not when they cleaned themselves up first, when they had a prepared verse of testimony. He met them in the raw. The God who meets the broken. What I saw was God arriving at my worst and staying. The God who meets the broken. You don't have to be put together to find him. You don't have to have the right words or the right posture. The God who meets the broken is already at the address of your specific hurt. He met Elijah in his exhaustion. He meets you in yours. The God who meets the broken, he meets you here, right here, exactly as you are. The God who meets the broken, he met me here. The God who meets the broken, and he's clear that the meeting place is not the other side of pain. The God who meets the broken in the rain of the current season, in the actual now. The God who meets the broken shows me how to be held while hurting. That's the gift. The God who meets the broken. There's a shift when you let him meet you. Let him meet you here. Oh, yeah. I take stock of where I've been and where I'm standing. And honestly, I find it outstanding that after everything I'm still here. That the seasons that should have been the end appear as chapters now, not conclusions, not the last, I'm still here after everything the past tried its hardest. And I'm still in this room. I'm still here after everything. That's a testimony. I'm still here after everything. Not only surviving, but with something in my chest. I'm still here after everything. A guest of a grace that kept me past the point I thought I'd break. I'm still here after everything. For goodness sake, Father, the fact that I am here is proof. I'm still here after everything. The roof held, and so did I, and so did you. The grief that had no bottom, and I found the floor. The loneliness that felt like it had no door out of it. And then there was a morning, the pain that seemed like it would keep on forming new shapes of itself forever, and it didn't. I'm still here after everything, and I'm not kidding. Some days that's the whole testimony. I'm here after everything. That's a testimony. I'm still here after everything. Not only surviving, but with something in my chest. I'm still here after everything. A guest of a grace that kept me past the point I thought I'd break. I'm still here after everything. For goodness sake, Father, the fact that I am here is proof. I'm still here after everything. The roof held, and so did I, and so did you. Still here, and that is enough today. Still here, and I don't need to say more than this. The God who kept me still here. Still here. In the darkness that once swept me toward the edge, found the God of the edge first. Still here, and every time the worst was coming, He was already in it. I'm still here after everything, and in it is the fullness of the testimony. Still here. I'm still here after everything. If that's all you can say today, it's enough. I'm still here is a testimony. It means the thing that was supposed to take you out didn't. It means the God who kept you. I'm still here after everything. Father, thank you for keeping me still here. That's the testimony. That's enough. Here after everything. Father, thank you. I'm still here after everything. And I knew somewhere underneath the season that tried to end me, I'm still here after everything. You defend me against the conclusion the enemy had written. I'm still here after everything. A testament given by a God who doesn't let His people go. I'm still here after everything. And now I know I'm not just still here, I'm still held, still yours. There is a strange belief that lives inside the church, that healing, real emotional healing, leaves you in the lurch of admitting that you needed it, as if the need to heal was something that would cliff your testimony. But I've learned the opposite. The healed testimony is the most equipped to speak into the hurt of anyone who hears. You are not weak for needing to be healed. You are not less faithful for the wound to be revealed. Healing is the bravest thing a broken person does. Healing is a weakness, it's the door. Healing is a weakness, there is more in the healed life than in the one that's just held together. Healing isn't weakness, through whatever weather. brought you to the place of needing God's repair. Healing isn't weakness, Father, I declare that every step toward wholeness is an act of faith. It's the ancient grace of a God who specializes in the broken made whole. The one who lets God reach the wound is braver than the one who performs the spiritual flavors of a person who doesn't need the healing. The wall around the wound, that's what's concealing the testimony that the healed life carries. Healing is a weakness, but it tarries for those who won't admit the wound is there. Healing is a weakness, it's the door. Healing is a weakness. There is more in the healed life than in the one that's just held together. Healing isn't weakness, through whatever weather brought you to the place of needing God's repair. Healing isn't weakness, Father, I declare that every step toward wholeness is an act of faith. It's the ancient grace of a God who specializes in the broken made whole. Let God reach it. Healing is a weakness. Let Him touch it. Healing is a weakness. Let the wound come out of hiding. Healing is a weakness. Let the grief be named in grief. Healing is a weakness. Let the process take the time it takes, not weakness. Let the tears fall, they are not weakness. Let the Father into what you've kept protected. Healing is a weakness. It's the most respected thing a broken person can do. Healing is a weakness. Let that land. Whatever you've been telling yourself about needing to heal, the shame that comes with admitting the hurt. Healing is a weakness. It is the bravest, most faithful act available to you. Healing is a weakness. Father, let the healing come. Receive it. It is not weakness. Healing is what the brave do. Healing is a weakness. I'm choosing it today. Healing is a weakness. I'm on my way toward the wholeness that the Father always intended. And I've ended my argument with needing what I need. Healing is a weakness. Father, plant the seed of restoration in the wound and let it grow. Healing is a weakness. And now I know that the healed life is the most powerful testimony. Yeah. Oh. I didn't come in here expecting anything to shift. I came in with the weight, and I expected to lift. Nothing, just survive the service and go home. But something in the worship cracked the stone that had been covering the wound, and suddenly the wound and the worship occupied the same place in me. I didn't plan for this, I didn't see it coming. Something in the singing got to something I had buried underneath the normal. The wound that worship opened, unexpected. The wound that worship opened, unprotected by the walls I usually keep it between the hurt and the song.
The wound that worship opened
All along,
it was waiting for the moment
I stopped managing.
the wound that worship opened.
Unraveling in the safest possible place before a God.
The wound that worship opened.
Even the sky comes alive in the atmosphere of praise. Oh, I've been to worship services where I felt nothing, where the music was beautiful and still, and something in me stayed behind the glass untouched. But today the glass broke,
And it wasn't much
more than a moment, a word, a chord, a line. The wound that worship opened, and I found mine still there, but also held for the first time.
worship opened.
Unexpected,
The wound that worship opened.
unprotected by the walls I usually keep between the hurt and the
The
song.
wound that worship opened.
All along, it was waiting for the moment I stopped
The
managing.
wound that worship opened.
Unraveling in the safest possible place before a
The
God.
wound that worship opened.
Even the scar comes alive in the atmosphere of praise. Praise didn't make the pain disappear, but it made the pain speakable. The wound that worship displayed was not weakness, it was the beginning of the mending.
The wound that worship opened.
The Spirit attending to what I'd sealed up under layers of okay.
The wound that worship opened.
Father, let it stay open long enough for the healing to begin. The wound that worship opened, let him in. The wound that worship opened. Sometimes worship doesn't bypass the hurt. Sometimes it opens it, and that is a mercy. Because the wound that stays sealed doesn't heal. The wound that worship opened, let the worship get to the real thing. Let the atmosphere of praise reach the places you've been protecting. The wound that worship opened is beginning to heal. Father, let the worship reach the wound. Yeah, the wound that worship opened, and I'm grateful.
The wound that worship opened.
It was faithful of a God who knew that beauty would reach what words couldn't.
The wound that worship opened.
I wouldn't have chosen this way, but it was exactly right. The wound that worship opened in the night of my pain. The song became the surgery.
The wound that worship opened.
Father, let me be open and healed by the wound that worship touched. Oh, yeah. I read the story of a man who lost it all in chapter 1 and screamed into the hall of heaven with his grief, and God received it. Every chapter of his pain, God didn't need it. Cleaned up before he answered. Job cried out, and God showed up. And that's what this is about. A God who sat inside the story of the broken. He didn't come with answers first. He came with his presence, the ancient and the same. God who sat with Job is sitting here with me.
You sat with Job.
And you sat with the hurt. And
You sat with Job.
through every chapter working in the silence of the wait. And even there
You sat with
abandon the ones who are hurting. And when the answer came, it wasn't an explanation of the why. It was an invitation to see the God who was always there, bigger than the question in the chapter that was trigger. For the grief had God in every verse. You sat with Job through better and through worse, and you are sitting with me. I believe you sat with Job, and you sat with the hurting. You sat with Job through every chapter, working in the silence of the waiting. Even there, you sat with Job. And Father, I declare that you are sitting with me in my pain. You sat with Job. And you will do the same for every suffering and grieving soul today. You sat with Job. Father, in the darkest days, you don't abandon the ones who are hurting. You sat with the grieving. You always have. You sat with the brokenhearted. In the aftermath of what they lost, you didn't hand them theology. You said, you stayed, and that's the apology I never needed, because your sitting is the word. You sat with Job, and Father, I have heard the ancient testimony of the God who stays. You sat with Job, and you will sit with me always. You sat with Job. God didn't explain, He showed up. He sat with Job in the middle of the suffering and reminded him, there is something bigger here than your ability to understand it. You sat with Job, Father, and you're sitting with me in this specific hurt in this room right now. You sat with Job, and you sit with me. You're here. You sat with Job. You sat with Job. You sat with Job. You sit with me. You sat with Job through everything that looked like the final word on page and turn. You sat with Job, every page and earn the trust of every sufferer who reads it. You sat with Job, and Father, when I needed most, I remember you sat. You stayed. You stayed. You didn't walk. You sat with Job. Father, you were there before I could talk about it. You were already sitting. You sat with Job. I've gotten very good at saying I'm okay. I've learned the language of the person who's okay, even when they're not. The rhythm of the answer that requires no follow-up, the practice dancer of the fine. And I am done with it today. I can't pretend I'm fine. I have nothing to say in that direction anymore. Just Father, I can't pretend I'm fine. Not here, not with you. I can't pretend I'm fine. You already know it's not true. So why have I been spending all this energy? I can't pretend I'm fine, pretending to be free from what is clearly pressing on me everywhere. I can't pretend I'm fine, Father, I'm right there under the weight of something that I haven't named. I can't pretend I'm fine. I'm done being ashamed of having pain. I can't pretend. There is a very specific exhaustion that comes from performing well, and it's the erosion of your actual self beneath the curated one. And I am past the point of having done that one more day. I can't pretend I'm fine, and I'm bringing what is actually mine, to bring the hurt unvarnished to the one. I can't pretend I'm not here, not with you.
Can't pretend I'm fine.
You already know it's not true. So why have I been spending all this energy? I can't pretend I'm fine, pretending to be free from what is clearly pressing on me everywhere. I can't pretend I'm fine, Father, I'm right there under the weight of something that I haven't named. I can't pretend I'm fine. I'm done being ashamed of having pain. I can't pretend. Put the performance down
Just for a moment.
Put the answer down
Just for a moment.
Put the I'm fine down
Just for a moment.
and let the Father into what's been hidden. Put the rehearsed response down.
Just be broken.
Pull the spiritual language down.
Just be broken.
Put the okay down.
Just for today.
I can't pretend I'm fine, Father, I'm not okay. I can't pretend I'm fine. There is so much relief in those words. You've been performing wellness for so long, for other people, for yourself, sometimes even for God. Stop. I can't pretend I'm fine, Father. He already knows, he's been watching you carry this. Stop pretending he's here.
I can't pretend I'm fine.
I can't pretend I'm fine, and that's okay.
Can't pretend I'm fine.
It's okay to say that the wound is real and the healing hasn't come. I'm not becoming someone who claims more than what's true today.
Can't pretend I'm
But
fine.
Father, I'll stay here in the honest place until the real.
Can't pretend I'm fine.
But I can still feel you here, and that is something that is enough. I'm not saying I feel this, I'm saying I believe it. I'm not saying the pain is gone, I'm saying I receive it. The word that says the God who heals is still the God who heals. Even when the wound is fresh and everything still feels like the evidence contradicts the theology. Even this you can heal, that's my ongoing plea. Not because it looks like healing is arriving, not because I've stopped hurting, I'm surviving on the word before the feeling. Even this you can heal, Father, I declare it.
Even this you can heal.
While I barely bear it, the weight of what has happened.
Even this,
Even this,
you can heal.
nothing is amiss in your ability.
Even this wound,
Even this, you can heal, and I'm not immune to doubt. But underneath the doubt, I know
even this, you can heal.
the deepest blow I've taken. Even this,
You can heal.
I've seen the testimony of the ones who came through things that looked unhealable the same. God who worked in them is working now in this, and what I cannot see yet, nothing of his has failed to do what he said it would. Even this you can heal, I know he could and will in his time. Not mine, but his. Even this
You can heal.
Father, I declare it.
Even this, you can heal.
While I barely bear it, the weight of what has happened. Even this,
You can the doubt. I know even this you can heal.
The deepest blow I've taken,
Even this you can heal.
This is not a denial of the wound, it's a declaration. Over the wound, even this proclamation. The God who heals is still healing, even here.
Even this
You can heal, even in the fear and the grief and the not knowing when it ends.
even this
You can heal, and as it bends toward wholeness, I'll be saying it the whole way.
even this
You can heal, Father, even today. Even this, you can heal. I need you to hear that. Whatever specific thing came to your mind when you heard, Father, I'm hurt. Even that,
even that
even that,
even that
even this.
you can heal.
It's not too deep, it's not too specific, it's not too old or too fresh. Even this,
You can heal.
Father, I declare it over every wound in this room. Even this,
Even this you can heal.
I'm watching for it.
Even this you can heal.
I'm not ignoring it, the pain, but I'm choosing to believe alongside this.
You can heal.
And I reside in it, the tension of the hurting and the trusting. Even this,
You can heal.
and in the adjusting of my faith to hold both real at once.
Even this you can heal.
Father, for months I'll say this. Even this,
You can heal.
I usually come here with the version I've rehearsed, the one that sounds more like a testimony than the first draft of the actual experience. But today, I left that version at the door. I couldn't stay in the performance of the person who is fine. I brought the real thing, every broken line, and not the one I show the people on the outside, not the one that keeps the quiet and the polished tied together. I brought the real thing today. I brought the real thing today. Father, take it. I brought the real thing today. Don't make it something it is not. The mess, the actual hurt. I brought the real thing today. The dirt beneath the Sunday appearance, the unresolved. I brought the real thing today, not dissolve into something spiritual and presentable. I brought the real thing today. It's essential that you get the real, not the curated offering. The psalmist brought the unfiltered to the page, every desperate verse, every cry of grief, and God received it, didn't turn away from the honest and the broken. Let me say, I'm bringing mine the same way, unedited. I brought the real thing today, and I've credited the God who can receive what's actually true. I brought the real Father, take it. I brought the real thing today. Don't make it something it is not. The mess, the actual hurt. I brought the real thing today. The dirt beneath the Sunday appearance, the unresolved. I brought the real thing today, not dissolved into something spiritual and presentable. I brought the real thing today. It's essential that you get the real, not the curated offering. Here it is, I brought the real thing. Here it is, every broken string of what I call my life right now. I brought it. Here it is, I haven't yet resolved it. Here it is, the doubt beneath the singing. Here it is, the grief beneath the bringing myself to church. I brought the real thing, Father. Here it is, the real, the real, the real. I brought the real thing today. God doesn't need your best presentation. He needs your honest one. Whatever you've been packaging for public consumption, bring the real version to God. The unedited grief, the unnamed pain, the specific hurt. I brought the real thing today, Father. He receives it, He doesn't look away. He receives the real thing. I brought the real thing today, and I'm lighter. I brought the real thing today, and I'm finding that the God who received it didn't recall. I brought the real thing today, the toil and the breaking and the honest, all of it. I brought the real thing today, and I sit in the knowledge that the Father took it in. I brought the real thing today, and now begins the healing that starts with the real. I brought it. Track 03, so for gospel worship. This album began with an honest declaration. Father, I'm hurt. No performance, no filtration. And somewhere in the journey of these songs, the hurt didn't disappear. It doesn't take that long. But something changed about who's holding it and who I'm telling, and the meaning of it. The hurt that became a testimony, not because the pain was packaged up and tidy, but because a God who sits with the broken sat with me, and something true was spoken into the womb, and I walked out different. The hurt that became a testimony. The distance between the hurting and the healed is where He lives. The hurt that
that became a testimony.
He gives meaning to the wound that no one else can give. And I will tell the story, not to romanticize, but because someone is living where I was, and eyes that can see the other side of their specific pain are what they need. The hurt that became the rain that watered what would grow in someone else's field. The hurt that became a testimony, revealed in the telling, becomes the tool for someone's healing. The hurt that became a testimony, not because the pain was packaged up and tidy, but because a God who sits with the broken sat with me, and something true was spoken into the womb, and I walked out different.
The hurt that became a testimony. The distance
Between the hurting and the healed is where He lives.
The hurt that became a testimony.
He gives meaning to the wound that no one else can give.
Father,
take the hurt and make it mean something.
Father,
take the wound and make it speak something into the life of every person who was where I was.
Father,
take the pain and let it pause in someone else's darkness long enough to say, I've been here, and there is a Father who will stay in the middle of it with you. I know the hurt that became a testimony, let it go into the world as proof that God was there.
The hurt that became a testimony. This is how the story ends. Not with the hurt erased, but with the hurt redeemed. Not with the pain denied, but with the pain purposeful.
The hurt that became a testimony.
Father, take what hurt me and use it.
Testimony.
Let it become the very thing that reaches someone else.
The hurt that became a testimony.
It will in time, He uses it all.
The hurt that became a testimony.
Father, I trust you.
The hurt that became a testimony.
And I've discussed you with everyone who's willing to hear what you did. The hurt that became a testimony.
He's not here
in the polished and the perfect.
He's in the wounded.
The hurt that became a testimony concluded not with the absence of the scar, but with the scar.
The hurt that became a testimony.
That far
God went into my pain to make it mean something. Father, I'm hurt and I'm held and I'm testimony.
I take stock of where I've been and where I'm standing, and honestly I find it outstanding that after everything I'm still here, that the seasons that should have been the end appear as chapters now, not conclusions, not the last. I'm still here after everything the past tried its hardest, and I'm still in this room.
I'm still here after everything.
That's a testimony.
I'm still here after everything.
Not only surviving, but with something in my chest.
I'm still here after everything.
A guest of a grace that kept me past the point I thought I'd break.
I'm still here after everything.
For goodness sake, Father, the fact that I am here is proof.
I'm still here after everything.
The roof
held,
and so did I,
and so did you.
The grief that had no bottom and I found the floor. The loneliness that felt like it had no door out of it. And then there was a morning, the pain that seemed like it would keep on forming new shapes of itself forever, and it didn't. I'm still here after everything, and I'm not kidding. Some days, that's the whole testimony.
I'm still here after everything.
That's a testimony.
I'm still here after everything.
so did I.
And so did you.
Still here, and that is enough today.
Still here,
And I don't need to say
more than this.
the God who kept me
Still
in
here,
the darkness that once swept me toward the edge. Found the God of the edge first.
still here.
And every time the worst
Was coming.
He was already in it.
I'm still here after everything.
And in it is the fullness of the testimony. Still here. I'm still here after everything. If that's all you can say today, it's enough. I'm still here is a testimony. It means the thing that was supposed to take you out didn't. It means the God who kept you, kept you. I'm still here after everything. Father, thank you for keeping me. Still here, that's the testimony, that's enough.
Here after everything.
Father, thank you.
I'm still here after everything.
And I knew somewhere underneath the season that tried to end me,
I'm still here after everything.
you defend me against the conclusion
The enemy had written.
I'm still here.
Still here
A
after everything.
testament given by a God who doesn't let his people go.
I'm still here after everything.
And now I know I'm not just still here, I'm still held.
Still yours.
Still yours. Still yours. Yeah. I know the theology, I know the answers I should give about God's sovereignty, about how the righteous live through suffering. I've given those answers to others, but tonight I'm not the teacher, and I'm not a brother who has it together. I'm the one on the floor asking the question I was told was asking for more faith than I had. Where were you? This is not faithlessness, this is the ancient cry of every honest soul who had to ask the why and found that God could take the question.
Where were you,
When it happened,
Father?
I know you're good, but I need to know,
Father, where were you?
when the ground beneath me broke, where were you when the word of trust was spoke over me and then the bottom fell away?
Where were you when it happened?
On that day, I'm not leaving, I'm just asking like the psalmist did. Where were you when it happened, Father? I'm a kid who needs to know the parent was there. And I've read the answer, I've heard it in the sermon, and it doesn't make the asking stop, still churning through me. Like the question has a weight of its own that won't be lifted by the freight of any answer until I felt the feeling through. Where were you when it happened, Father? Were you there and just invisible or somewhere else?
Where were you,
When it happened,
Father?
I know you're good, but I need to know,
Father, where were you?
when the ground beneath me broke, where were you when the word of trust was spoke over me and then the bottom fell away?
Where were you when it happened?
On that day, I'm not leaving, I'm just asking like the psalmist did. Where were you when it happened, Father? I'm a kid who needs to know the parent was there. And then the answer answer came, not as a logic, not as a verse that made the question less tragic, but as a nearness, like he stepped into the room and the question didn't disappear, but the room changed, and something in me recognized he was there before my eyes could see him. When I asked, where were you? He was already answering, I was there with you. Where were you when it happened? Ask it. God is not afraid of your questions. Job asked, David asked, Jeremiah asked, and God answered every one of them. Not always with explanations, sometimes just with nearness. Where were you, Father? I'll tell you where he was. In the middle of it, he was there. He is here now. Where were you when it happened? You were there. Where were you when it happened? In the air, between my cry and the answer, you were present. Where were you when it happened? In the pleasant and the painful, equally I see it now. Where were you when it happened? Somehow you were closer than the wound itself. Where were you when it happened? Not on a shelf, apart from my pain. You were in it, you were there. Oh. I wouldn't choose the season that produced this, but I can't deny the fruit. I'd be the crudest kind of ingratitude to say the pain was only loss, when I can see what grew up underneath the cross. I was asked to carry something in me, shifted into what it always should have been, and lifted by the weight of what I carried. I grew. I don't romanticize the pain, but I refuse to say it only damaged, because the news from this side of it is something grew in me. What pain produced in me, I couldn't have gotten any other way. What pain produced in me, the compassion and the stay at the bedside of another's hurt, because I know the best. What pain produced in me, the things it said about who God is, that no easy season ever could. What pain produced, and nothing about the character of God until the hard seasons. And what pain produced in me, I carry as the evidence of the God who used every difficulty for this. The empathy I have for people in the broken came from being broken. The spoken word I carry for the hurting came from being hurt, and I have learned to hold the grief with the alert awareness that the Father uses every wound. But pain produced in me the womb of every great thing God grew in my life. What pain produced in me, I couldn't have gotten any other way. What pain produced in me, the compassion and the stay at the bedside of another's hurt, because I know the best. What pain produced in me, the things it said about who God is, that no easy season ever could. What pain produced, and nothing about the character of God until the hard seasons. And what pain produced in me, I carry as the evidence of the God who used every difficulty for this. The patience, pain produced. The endurance, pain produced. The knowing that I'm not alone, pain produced. The reaching for the God who holds, pain produced. The deeper faith, pain produced. The wider love, pain produced. The testimony that now reaches the ones who are where I was. What pain produced in me, I offer back, Father, every wound for yours. What pain produced.
This is not a call to be grateful for the pain itself. It's a call to notice what grew inside it. The empathy that makes you useful to others. The depth that suffering carves, the faith that was refined in the difficulty. What pain produced in me, Father? It produced something I couldn't have gotten any other way. And I'm choosing to see it.
What pain produced in me,
I offer it back.
what pain produced in me.
I'm on track to carry it into the rooms where others hurt.
What pain produced in me.
And in the dirt of the hardest seasons,
Something grew
what pain produced
in me.
Father,
Through you.
the wound became the source of what I give.
What pain produced in me.
I choose to live in gratitude for the fruit, even when the root was pain.